We are back. You're listening to the Christian Fellowship Council. Again, I want you to call someone, tell them that the Christian Fellowship Council is on the air, providing great inspirational songs of praise, up-to-date community information. Listen, I'm Brother Willie Saunders, and I'm here with my co-host. But I'm glad that you're here because right now, this part of the program, I'm going to be turning it over to our brother Gary, and he is going to enlighten us with what's going on in the community now. Brother Gary?
I am here.
Okay, God bless you. You're on.
Thank you very much, Willie. I appreciate it. Listen, I'm part of Dr. Surajit Khanna's Returning Youth initiative, which is nationwide. It's part of Dr. Surajit Khanna Post-Incarcerated Juvenile Justice Reformation Act initiative. This initiative is going to take our program into all 3,142 counties in the United States. Willie, did you know there was 3,142 counties in the United States? Did you know that?
I do now, but
you do now.
Tell them tell them about the program that you're taking into 3,000 communities. So
what we're doing is we're doing a lot of different things. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Willie's always trying to direct me, but I got a plan, Willie. I got a plan here. Don't direct me, don't get me off topic. So listen, today is very exciting. Dr. Khanna is actually in Montana. That's right. He is in Montana. And what is he doing there? Well, we have going on a ribbon cutting being put on by the Bitterroot Chamber of Commerce. And Fox News is picking that up. That's pretty exciting. We're pretty excited about that. That's going to be tomorrow. So Fox News is going to be there, the local affiliate. And we're announcing the launching of Dr. Surajit Khanna Post-Incarcerated Juvenile Justice Reformation Act initiative. It's a lot of words. The Returning Youth initiative in Montana. And actually, the person who's heading it up there is Carrie Anderson, and she is going to be taking care of actually two counties, Ravalli County and Missoula County. So she is going to be actually the county manager there, and she kind of helped us arrange this this ribbon cutting and this press release that's taking place tomorrow at 2:30 New York time, 12:30 Hamilton time, Montana time, and 5:30. So we got a busy day tomorrow. It's going to be on Fox News. Hopefully we can capture that and share that with everybody. And there's a lot going on. Now, also, what is the initiative? Willie, I know you wanted me to get there, but I tell you what.
Take your time. Take your time, Gary.
I'm going to show people a little bit about the initiative. Listen, why did Dr. Khanna start this? It's a really simple question, okay? The Reformation Act, the 1974 Juvenile Justice Reformation Act, was formed to help juveniles in the system. It addressed three aspects: pre-incarceration, reducing pre-incarceration, reducing crime, increasing safety while these young people are incarcerated, and number three, post-incarceration. So right there, the post-incarceration piece was what Dr. Khanna saw, that the Reformation Act did not really adequately care for ex-offenders. There was really not a good plan to introduce to reentry for these ex-offenders. So they came out with no place to go. And you know what? It ended up with a recidivism rate, a rearrest rate, over 60 years, over 50% within 12 months. And I know that Dr. Khanna just joined us. Hello, Dr. Khanna. I know you're in Montana. What's the weather like there?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Gary. Good
Hey,
afternoon, Brother Willie. And I see a lot of people here: John Marcus, Louise Thompson, Gregory Hall. Well, thank you very much for joining in today. Uh, yes, I am in Montana getting ready for the ribbon cutting ceremony for tomorrow for the Safe Haven facility, and also we're having a banquet um, uh, in the evening, 5:30. So Montana will be our first branch to have the safe haven facility. So that's great. Uh, the safe haven facility, like is it is a facility where exclusively for post-incarcerated young adults to hang out in a safe community atmosphere. So this is the first. This is an office, and as you all know, the can somebody mute? As you all know, that we have our first house in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, and this will be our first model safe haven facility in Montana. Is Hamilton, Montana. So Gary, you asked a question. How is the weather? The weather is good. It is in 60s. Very pleasant. The mountain is great, and I really thank everybody. I just want to come here very shortly and let let everybody know that we are moving forward. Like we launched in March, the March Madness called 50 states and 3,142 counties. Well, at least we are trying to cover in 60 days 50 states, one county in each state. So far we have, I think, 10 states already covered. So we are getting into Florida, North Carolina, and some other states very shortly.
Yes, let me list the states, Dr. Khanna. Right now, we are already active in New Jersey, in New York, Pennsylvania, Illinois, California, Maine, Montana, Idaho, Texas, and now also Connecticut. That's 10 states. So if anybody out there would like to be a county manager and help the post-incarcerated youth, please get in touch with us at ReturningYouth.com.
No, absolutely. Thank you very much. And again, my whole purpose of coming right now to support the initiative with Gary and Brother Willie, because I know you all are very focused to talk about the initiative today. This initiative, I'm sure you all already gave the audience what is this initiative doing and what is the objective of it. But if everybody can join in tomorrow, there is a social media broadcast will be there at 12:30 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 2:30 p.m. New York Standard Time, and 5:30 p.m. Will be in the banquet. We'll be having a presentation. 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on New York time. We are very much excited for this. I'm really thank the audience, the public, those who are supporting this initiative, because without all of your support, we could not have gone anywhere. And we look forward for your support. There's a different way you can support us. You can support us financially. You can support us by volunteering your time. So there are many things you can support this initiative. And in order for you to support, you can go to ReturningYouth.com. And again, I really want to thank all of you for supporting this initiative. Special thanks goes to Gary Scarano, who has been hosting this radio show for a decade right now, and along with Brother Willie, because Brother Willie is also the county manager for Monroe County, Pennsylvania. So we are having full-fledged operation in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, which is going on as our model one. So again, Thank you very much, Gary. Brother Willie, do you guys have any question for me, or
Yeah,
I
yes,
just want to hang up?
Yes, I want to point out, Dr. Khanna, that Willie Saunders and I, as he is the county manager, we are meeting with the county manager of the whole county for Monroe
Monroe
County.
County. You are meeting with the Monroe County manager. Yes.
And the mayor of Stroudsburg has contacted him and said she would like to be updated on the results of the meeting. So we're getting some exciting background. We're going to be moving forward, Willie and I, to get those things done. We want to meet with as many law enforcement, political, business leaders as possible, because we do need help. We're not looking for money. We do need donations at ReturningYouth.com, but we're not looking for the government to give us money. I want to specify that. We are self-funded at this point. We're in 10 states self-funded. That's pretty exciting. Going to 50 states, probably by the middle of June. Our goal is to get to 50 states. So we're going to get 40 more.
Excellent.
And please, how can you help us? Well, you don't have to. You could donate. That would be great. But if you know anybody in any of the states we did not mention, Alabama, okay, Washington, who would like to volunteer for a short period of time to be a county manager, and that could turn into a job within 6 months, when funding becomes available, we will work closely with you. So this is an exciting opportunity, but we're looking for people who want to solve this problem. We don't want people who just want a handout or just want a job. Do you want to solve the recidivism problem? It's unacceptable that it's been 55% for years. And now with the coronavirus, it jumped to 72% within 12 months. Within 12 months, 12 months after someone's out of jail, to get back into jail. So we've been interviewing some of these post-incarcerated youth, Dr. Khanna, and as you know, you decided, you came up with a really interesting solution, because some of these young adults were saying they don't want a job because they didn't believe they could get a job. No company wanted to hire them. And so a lot of these young kids, adults, they want to own their own business. For instance, we have a young man who wants to own a lawnmower business, okay, a landscaping business. So
Yeah,
Dr. Khanna, what?
Yeah, absolutely, Gary. Thank you for joining in. Sorry, I'm cut you off because I need to run up, but I really want to thank, I think John Marks is here. He's joined here. So he's also one of our board member. Plus, his business does give training and give job opportunity for post-incarcerated young adults. He has a CDL training business. So anybody wants to be part of the CDL, portfolio career, that's something which John Marks offers. And I'm glad that he's here and supporting this initiative. So Gary, I want you to kind of excuse me for rest of the time, and please again, thank you very much. Everybody needs to try to join in tomorrow. We will not have radio telecast, but we'll be having social media live telecast. Please try to join in tomorrow's event. Give the support to Hamilton, Montana, so that we can move on. Again, thank you very much. Thank you, Brother Willie. Thank you, John. Thank you, Brother Luis, Brother Gregory, and Gary. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So he's going to go. But,
Gary,
yes, you have a question?
I was so excited to hear that the program has expanded into Connecticut. Do you have any information, any updates about what's going on in the state of Connecticut?
Oh, it's actually, we got some pretty exciting stuff going on in Connecticut. So listen, every time we launch a state, it goes on the website. It's drsurajitkhana.com, drsurajitkhana.com, or khannaforyouth.com, khannaforyouth.com. Just click on the press. So I can show it to you here where you can see it yourself. and what we do is we put every press release there so anybody could see it. So what's interesting about what's going on in Connecticut, and here can you see that, Brother Greg? I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here.
This is Brother Fitzgerald who asked the question.
I'm seeing it. Yeah, but he's not on the Zoom.
Okay,
but
so
I'm looking at it, and
Kevin Allen Schuggles, he is the county manager for New London County in Connecticut. Okay. Now, what's interesting about him is he has his own radio show. He is a social media influencer. He has a lot of followers. So he's having he hosts the Kevin Allen Show podcast, and he's got a lot of followers. And Dr. Connor's going up there to do the radio show up there. So he's going to be connecting us. He's supposed to be on the radio show tomorrow at 3:00. Please join us here tomorrow at 3:00. And that's what's going on there. Why? Greg, do you live in Connecticut?
That's Daryl.
Daryl.
Fitzgerald.
You live in Connecticut?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, if you want to help in some way, let us know. Let us know.
Okay, I'm going to look into it. I'll research the information. Thanks for that information, Gary.
Yeah, just go to ReturningYouth.com or
Okay, thank you so much.
ConnorForYouth.com. So that's what we're doing. And what is he trying to do? Look, there's been a lack of acceptance in the community for the post-incarcerated youth. Willie talked about that. Recidivism rate has been horrible. There's lack of proper education. So we want the post-incarcerated young adults to be welcomed back into society, to provide a pathway, productive life, to provide them housing, food, skills, job, training, medical, psychological support. When I talked to the assistant district attorney in New York, their comment was, "Wow, this is a gold-plated program." Yes, it is a gold-plated program. We have to do something drastic because with nothing against Willie, nothing against all the organizations that are out there. Many people are trying to address this issue. But the bottom line is, fundamentally, the recidivism rate hasn't changed for 60 years. 60 years. So something drastically has got to be done. And that's what we're going to be doing. So, as you know, we have our first home in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, Willie. We're hosting 3 post-incarcerated youth. We've received a $10,000 every month, $10,000 a month grant from Google for Google Ads. So that's very great. And we have our 1-hour broadcast radio show Fridays at 3 p.m. Join us here at facebook.com, Connor for Youth. We've had the endorsement of former Governor David Patterson, and we want to reduce recidivism, improve relationship between law enforcement and young adults, bring new businesses, create new jobs. Specifically, we're going to be bringing franchises in. We're going to give these people coming out of jail opportunity to own their own franchise. We'll provide some funding, some loans so that they can get into their own business. They'll pay it back. Provide engaging, fun activities. So these are all the things we're going to be doing. So how can you help? Well, you can always donate and go to ReturningYouth.com. But we need contacts in every county. We need local public officials. We need contacts. If you know anybody in any county, let me know. It could be law enforcement. It could be political. It could be business. We also want to recruit key members in the county involved with post-incarcerated youth. Someone coming out. If someone's coming out, we have to have the structure in place to take care of that. So what is the structure? It's really 2 simple things. We need an office there, and the office, we talked about that already. It's called the Safe Haven office. And then we have a home of hope. And the home of hope is where they actually get housed. the young incarcerated youth. But we need local administrators, local law enforcement. We need businesses to help us, to contact us. 50 states, 3,132 counties. That's a lot of counties. That's a lot. Take a look at this right here. And we're, as you know, we're in 10 states already. So we're really excited about that. And hey, Willie, I think we lost the radio show.
No.
Okay.
What did you say, Gary?
The radio show dropped off. We're not on the air anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, we are here, so you go ahead and I'll get it reconnected.
Okay.
Brother Fitzgerald, did you have any other questions?
No, I think it's really great, this initiative. It's very, very, very needed. Early on, I got in contact with some of the pastors in this area in Connecticut to make them aware of this broadcast and the initiative, the Returning Youth Initiative. So I'm going to try to do anything that I can in providing any information or resources that could be helpful to this initiative. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I just thank God for you and all of you that are part of the Christian Fellowship Council, the broadcast here. We just all want to just jump in because this is something worth fighting for, something worth doing for our young people. And so
yeah, we're back on the air. We're back on. Sorry.
We're back? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so the thing is, it's something that we all want to just join in and be a part of because this is serious. This is making it. This is making a difference. Something has to be done. You heard what he said, and it just can't be the norm. People looking or saying and talking about it. Right now, we want to definitely get involved. I'm involved. I'm involved with pastors. I've got them in different areas. As you heard, we're meeting with some of the officials in the city.
Well, I want to talk about the pastors for a second because we're launching a faith-based interface. Okay, so we think that pastors could help us get into these different counties. And there's a number of ways that they could help us. They could recommend somebody in their congregation to be a county manager. They could be a county manager. They could offer up a shared space in their church for the office. And if we ever end up paying for the office, it would have to be dedicated. So we would pay for that. The plan is to pay for the county managers. We need pastors to get on board and really aggressively say, okay, I was just on a call, Willie, this weekend with some of the top pastors in the country. We trying to solve the issue of that we're talking about, recidivism, right? And their solution is we got to get to the U.S. government. We got to get to the government. We got to get to the government. You know what? The government's not the solution. We are the solution. The churches are the solution. Do you realize that people never really went to the government until the Great Depression? Before the Great Depression, it was the churches that took care of the poor, the needy, the people out of work. But when the Great Depression came and so many people got out, the churches couldn't handle it. They looked to the government. Well, the government took that, and he also took control. So what we want here is we want a self-funded initiative with the help of the government, but we're not dependent upon the government because what we're going to do is implement a plan to make sure these post-incarcerated youth are cared for as soon as they come out, get them in training, psychological, medical evaluation, and get them going. So if you're a pastor and you're listening and you want to help us, please contact us. My email is Gary@ReturningYouth.com, Gary@ReturningYouth.com. Just send me an email. Send me what county you're in. Right now, we're concentrating on counties that are not in the 10 states that we are in. We want to get 50 states first. So, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Alabama. Those are all places we want to get in. Georgia. Anybody in any one of the states, we've only in 10, we've got to the middle of June to get this to 50 states. Please help us. So Willie, thank you for giving me this time. I'm going to turn the show back over to you. Please go to returningyouth.com, returningyouth.com.
Well, thank you so much, Gary, and all that you do. My God, I couldn't keep your schedule at all. But again, for those of you that are listening, and we do want all of you, all of our participants that participate here at the Christian Fellowship Council, we definitely want them involved into the Returning Youth initiative, because it's changing the community, and it's helping lives. It's helping change lives, and it's giving young people. Did you hear him say the part about helping them start their own businesses?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what it did.
That's monumental. You know, for the inner city young men that have I don't know, stole something out of a store, or tried to sell some drugs, or tried to get some money, or made mistakes, to come out and help them to get on the right, the track, get on the right line, how to do things, and have somebody there to support them. That to me, I'm all in. And then helping them get their businesses started and young, because they're going to be some successful young men. I'm saying, I always said, if anybody can go out there and sell drugs, they can go out and sell pants. They can go out there and sell hats. They can sell anything, and they don't have to go to jail from selling it. No matter how big and how much money they make, they don't have to be looking over their shoulders, worrying about somebody trying to rob them in terms of, trying to get what they got in that area or whatever. So my thing is that anytime somebody is doing something, I don't care who they are, what they're doing, if they're doing something that's helping, we got to get on board with them. We got to get on board with them. I had a big meeting with the pastor that called in, Pastor Louise. This young lady, I'd say young lady, she's older than I am, but the fact of the matter is she has a huge church, a huge following. They just bought a $2 million edifice, and I'm telling you, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and we just went in there about 3 weeks ago. So I'm talking to them about the program, about, the initiative, so that they can participate, so that they can get involved with it, because in their church, they have, in fact, one of the young men that's in the program is from her church. So do you see how it all works in together? Mm-hmm. Here's a pastor that called in that's from a church that's in Pennsylvania, and one of her members' son is already involved in the program. So now I'm getting her involved in the program. So whatever they can do, they'll make donations, but whatever they can do physically, if they can help, bring different people and different things that can help in the program, we want everybody to participate. I'm just excited about it because it's really making a difference in my neighborhood. And so that to me is everything, because we have these young guys. Everything was against them from day one, from Jump Street.
Yeah. It's so needed. It's so needed too. Without intervention, real caring people who can reach out to them and show them that they can do it, a positive way, where they can earn money positively. They can get a job for themselves or get their own business. I have a guy who constantly comes into my place of work, and I've been letting him know about you guys and stuff. He's been able to give me his phone number, and he tried to come into my place of work, and he asked for money. I keep trying to tell him, I'm here at work. You can't come in here. And what I see, the two issues, that homelessness and recidivism for the people coming out of incarceration, those are two really big issues, and they're very connected too. That's affecting the nation, and This mission work is right on spot.
Yes.
And in terms of helping lives, really, investing in the lives of people, getting them on the right path. So, but but it takes a lot of people come together. Like you said, Willie, you may not have all the money, but you may have a lot of money. You could be a business person who has millions, a big company, a big corporation. You may have real estate, property. You may have that space. You may oversee a shelter or something. You may have a space, where you can help. You can, so in so many different ways people can come together and help.
Well, that I'm glad you said that, because even down in your neck of the woods, they've already, as you heard him speak about the gentlemen and the people that are, a guy with the podcast, with the radio, and that's getting involved. So people are definitely getting involved, and that's what I find that I really, really see, when you see people coming together, for a cause, it's amazing. It's amazing. And when you look at the program that they have lawyers, they have counselors, they have all people from all walks of life, and they all are getting in. We had a meeting a couple of Fridays ago, and they must have had at least 30 people, professional people that are accomplished, that are saying, you know what, I see the need. They're not helping their children. Most of their kids are in college, and they're blue collar, white collar workers doing things professional in their own line of work. But they're saying, this is the need. If we don't do this, we're going to lose young lives, young creative minds that could be brilliant, that could solve cancer, that could solve a lot of the problems that we're having, but we're losing them to the streets. They're sitting up in a cage for years and years and years. Their white lives are just walking away from them, and we are doing this. This is what we've put out. We've said, okay, we know you want a carrot. If you want that carrot is over there. Okay, so maybe you don't have the best schooling. Maybe you're not competitive in companies or whatever. But there's a carrot over here, and if you go get that carrot, then you're going to go to jail. So they put that carrot right next to you where you're going to sit. I don't know any man that's going to sit by and let his family be hungry. He's going to do something, whatever it takes, to get food on that table. And I'm not saying steal. I'm not saying sell drugs. I'm saying he's going to do whatever is at his reach, within his grasp. He's going to do that to put food on his table. And and they're just waiting. Yes, come on. Yeah, go get that. I know time is spent, but I went to New York I was in New York, oh my God, it had to be about 30 years ago. And, a couple of young people, we're walking, we like to come to New York, the nightlife, it's warm, you walk, you've got people from all over the world and everything. You see the people on the street playing the buckets. You see them doing the dances and everything. It's just, New York was the happening place. I mean, it was exciting. It was just a cool place to come. I'm walking down the street with a couple of people that came to New York with me, and I look over and I see this look like wino, and if you say bum, you could say bum, but wino laying on the